Indeed, Ruby. What does lying mean to you? Oh, this is good. Whoa, we got one. We got one shining, one not. One shining and one not. Hey, everyone. Welcome back. I am back today with more Oshi no Ko, you guys. And my God, last week blew my mind. I'll tell you, we took such a turn in just like the events and the tone of this season. It like made my head spin. It really seriously did. And there are a couple things I wanted to clear up, by the way, that I learned from comments. So before I get started, I do just want to say if you're joining me early today, you know just what that means. It means you, yes, you are one of my awesome patrons. Thank you so very much. I'm sending you those big old hugs right through that screen. If you're joining me on the YouTubes, I am so glad you're here. Guys, I could use a little help with the algorithm, so you know what I got to do next. I got to beg you for the likes and the subs. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you liked the video, even if you didn't like it. I mean, leave a comment anyway, because the algorithm doesn't know the difference. So go ahead and tell me how much you disliked it. But I hope you enjoy it. Also, if you love early, full-length, unedited reaction content, I hope you'll check out the link to my Patreon. It's going to be in that description down below. And thank you in advance for that. All right, guys. So, you know, I got thinking about it. And I think why last week took me by surprise so much, the previous two episodes, because I watched two at a time, is because we had kind of built up, you know, a solid half of the season being, you know, okay, and we've done this before, like we're going to explore the ins and outs of this industry. Yes, we're going to have a thread connecting back to, you know, the ongoing kind of revenge plan, whoever it is that's doing it. This season it was Ruby instead of Aqua, up to a point anyway. And, you know, and we're going to kind of just do a deep dive into like the entertainment industry and how it affects these characters. And I was kind of thinking we were just going to stay in that groove probably until at least the finale. And then maybe we drop something to kind of like, you know, sprinkle the, okay, well, we're going to do something next season, so tune in next time, you know. I never in a million years expected things to take that serious of a turn that quickly this far into the season. Like, that was mind-blowing. So obviously the cat is out of the bag now about Ai, and not only is it that, we have a curated revenge plan that relies on making a tell-all movie about Ai's life that will feature content. God only knows what the content is from this documentary that our director friend was doing before she died that has never before been released. And apparently we're going to base a lot of it off of that. And also, you know, like Aqua's verifying that in order to expose the dad. Hikaru, I think is his name. Yeah, it's just Puffy. Sorry. I hear noises and I can't tell, like, yeah, okay, cool. Just a baby eating. Don't worry about it. He's enjoying himself just very loudly. So yeah, what was I saying about the dad? That's like our plan to expose him. Now, of course, they were discussing like some very good questions like, he could sue you. He could, but the thing is, when you kind of protect yourself with that like fiction sort of like, oh, we were telling a story. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know how it works. I feel like you could still have grounds to be like, hey, this is terribly slanderous to me. Even if it's in a fictional light, because you are telling the story of a real person. But, I mean, by that time, it's out. It's out, you know, and you see how impressionable people are. Like, once that is out there, and people start doing digging of their own, and they see like, oh my God, this guy looks exactly like Aqua. You know what I mean? Like, it starts to kind of put itself together. And, you know, facing the backlash, I got to admit, it's Aqua's plan is, it's definitely way more, you know, just killing him. He's kind of out of his misery, but man, dragging him through the mud on the other hand. So speaking of killing, okay, because this is brought up to me and I was like, are you kidding me? So the whole scene, that whole unsettling scene where we have the mountain girl, the one who's supposed to play Ai, sorry, words are hard, and the dad, and they're like sitting together and she's talking about it. I thought he got wind somehow of what they were doing and what they were planning, maybe because he got wind of Akane tracking him or whatever. And that he was like after her specifically because he didn't want this movie about Ai to get out. Nope. He had no idea apparently. This was, he's just into killing. He's just into killing. Which, like, something about that didn't occur to me. What we have with, you know, the whole situation with I feel like it was okay, obviously there's never a good reason to do that, but, like, there was a reason for it. Like, he was going to be exposed, or something about him was going to be, you know what I mean? And so he orchestrated that for her death to take place. He knew it was going to happen. He let the info leak to the stalker, blah, blah, blah. Part of me just, like, I guess couldn't accept that, like, oh, I think he's just into, like, but you could see at the end, he was like, oh, I did again, ha ha ha, like, I watched a light go out, like, bro, I don't know what's worse, to be honest with you. I mean, I would say, like, it's definitely more unhinged that he's just into killing. He's just into it. He's just into killing young actresses with talent and potential. And just kind of knowing that he took that away, I guess. Super messed up. Super messed up. I will say, for him to have done that so young, well, he wasn't that young. We don't know if he did it before I, though. Or if that was, like, something triggered by I. But, like, yeah, he was, like, in his later teens, I guess, when the whole thing with I happened. But I will say, not a justification, but seriously effed up life on this person's part. Like, just throwing it out there. You ask, like, what could possibly have taken place that this person would become a killer so young? And, like, something is that mess. Well, 11, you guys. 11 years. I'm not going to get into it because I get super grossed out and disgusted, and you guys know I can't handle stuff like that. But, so, yeah, so that was brought to my attention. I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Because, like, I thought for sure that, and I thought it was going to be like a cat and mouse game. Now, of course, I'm sure a cat and mouse game will begin once he gets, because he will get wind of it. I mean, like, the entertainment industry, especially in Japan, like, I know it's big, but it's not even, like, probably Hollywood big, in terms of, like, just how far it spreads, you know? Like, I would think it's a slightly more contained than Hollywood. So I gotta imagine he's gonna find out pretty quickly. And this is a dangerous game we're playing. Now, there was some debate as like who is gonna play I now. I kind of think Akane would be good at it. She looks like her, and and we know she can, like, copy her mannerisms so well and everything. That was another thing brought up in my comments. And I was kind of thinking the same thing. Of course, Ruby is her daughter, so you have the whole birthright thing. She also definitely has that eye-like spark about her. Sure, it wouldn't be very hard to, like, change her hair. Her hair is not the right color, but, like, you know, I'm sure that wouldn't be very hard to, you know, it's not theater, it's cinema. Like, it wouldn't be that crazy to do that. But another thing brought up in my comments is that's going to be incredibly awkward. I'm assuming they're going to have Aqua play the dad because he looks so much like him. The crazy thing is, you could make up a character. Here's what's so interesting, okay? I'm going off on a tangent. I promise I'll wrap it up. You could make up a character. Don't call him Hikaru. Call him anything else in the world. But have it be a similar enough story to, like, how they actually met and everything, and just be like, well, we just made a fictional character based on, like, some of the events in Ai's life, you know, to make the story more interesting. The fact that Aqua looks just effing like this guy, the internet will put that together so quickly, guys. I'm telling you right now. This stuff writes itself. Like, just, mwah, it's actually a really chef's kiss plan from Aqua. But anyway, back to what I was saying. If Aqua is playing the dad, it's going to be awkward with the breakup for him and Akane, but it's going to be real awkward with him and Ruby. That's going to be real weird, you guys. It's going to be real weird. So yeah, so that's all I got. I'm sorry I talked a very long time, but I'm just so passionate about these last few episodes. They just blew me away. So all right, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead. Let's get started on the next episode of Oshi no Ko. Let's do this. Okay, I could have said half of that during this. I'm sorry. I do still feel bad about Akane and Aqua. I like them an awful lot together. I love Kana too. I don't want to see her left out in the cold either. But, oh man. Yeah, so they show a lot of interesting imagery here, which I'm sure makes even more sense as the season goes on. Now that we have the context of they're going to be like, oh, and don't forget we have Ruby just officially telling Aqua, like, we're not family anymore. Horribly sad. I get why she'd be very, very upset. That was a super life-changing thing, and technically he didn't even really like prepare her for that. But what could you have done to prepare anyone for that? It wasn't like she was ever going to agree to it, probably, but he did it for Kana, and he did it. I mean, that really, I gotta say, that worked out so well. But I'm gonna state it again. We're playing a very, very dangerous game here. Very dangerous game. Once this guy actually finds out, I think their best bet would be to do like I said, and just don't even call him. Call him something different, and just say like, well, this was, but you know, it's based off something we found in a diary or something, you know. Okay. Yeah, we got to get everyone on board. It's true. Cool. That's our pitch. That's our pitch. All right. Gotta get the money. Okay. Is that way less than a Hollywood movie? Because the million yen would be way less than $1 million. Okay. Yeah, you gotta have it going. You gotta have it distributed widely. Yeah. Makes sense. It's a little bit more of a drama kind of thing, you know. But we'll find the right. Oh, got a hair out of place. Okay. Right. I mean, it's good because you have a lot of options, but it's a lot of peddling around. Oh? We were smiling. Was that a yes or no? It's a lot. I mean, you can always just go the grassroots route. The legitimacy and yeah, there's something about, like, even now, although it's changing a lot. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of that online as well, but it's the surefire way is to get it, yeah. He's definitely more, you could tell he's more creator than a business person. And there's the business side of it. But the thing is, to make something successful, you do need a little bit of both. Yeah, Frill Aqua is playing. Wait. Can we see the... Hold up. Can I see the casting again? Because do they not know about the girl yet? Because he said no one will find you up here. And I'm wondering if they found out about her yet, or if, like, she's gonna have to be missing for a while. Okay, villain Aqua confirmed. Agency president candidates. Okay. That's the strawberry guy. Theater actor candidates. Okay, I think some of these might. Yeah, Melt. I feel like seems familiar. I can't remember. These are probably people that we know, but I don't recognize the names off the top of my head. So we didn't show the I part. Sorry, I just wanted to see if like they knew yet. They're probably gonna reveal that. The cast is a big deal. It's not to say if you have a big cast, it'll still be a good movie, but it helps getting people in the seats. I've seen a lot of bad movies that have good actors in them. Oh. She's missing. She went missing. I'm sure nobody would assume the worst, but it is the worst. Okay. He said, like, it would pay off one day. Did they say Kana was going to be in it? I think maybe they did. Yeah, that's the thing, is like he's got his role to play, but he's doing it really well. Yeah, this is gonna be huge. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh, I see, we're back to the banter. Whoa, what? Oh my god. Oh, I know. Oh, I feel like the meteorite might be the fastest, but I could be wrong. I definitely wouldn't want the tarantulas. Yeah. She's so proud of herself. Oh, no. Yeah, I'd rather die. I'd rather die. I really would rather die. Huh? Uh-oh. Yeah, he's gonna get noticed a lot now. Oh, I'm glad they're hanging out together again. I do still feel bad about Akane. It's a pretty uncommon name as far as I know. At least in the US it is. I'm guessing maybe in Japan as well. Of course they're gonna give him a cute nickname. I was trying to help you out. I don't know what you want from me. Oh my god. You're such a tsundere. I don't think that's true, but yeah, that's definitely not true. Oh! 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 She didn't know! I thought everyone knew. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't say it's ruined. You could always say you're playing hard to get. Oh my god. I'm still sad about it. They were so good for each other. But I do like to see Kana happy. Oh, Mem's here to be like, well, well, well. Well, well, well. Mem. Yeah. Like all of us. Please, please be tactful. He's done with trying to be happy. He's done with trying to be happy. Oh, she's like, wow, this got awkward. Oh, yeah, sure. It's because of the breakup. I don't think that's really... That's what this kind of thing you were saying before, too. And you really cared about all of them. Oh, wow. No longer speaking. That's so sad. Oh, he's just... You know he really cares. It's just he's just in... He's, like, tunnel visioning. Yeah, but he had to lose his sister and Akane and even the... Oh, even the strawberry mom was kind of mad at him. Oh my god, it's the crow! Finally, we get payoff on the crow. Who is this? I guess they're not gonna tell us. Oh! So she graduated. Okay, we're committed. Okay. All right. Well, at least she got to go out on her terms, you know, of the idol thing. That's thanks to Aqua, I guess. Oh, Frill? Wait, Frill is, I don't know if I'm thinking of the right person. Oh, there you go. Who do you think should... Oh, little cute cat's like, no thank you. It's me and Buffy. Ruby really is just such a ham, though. She definitely has like an eye-like quality about her too. Is that what he's thinking? Oh. Oh, yeah. She's like, I'm never making up with him. Whoa. And there's the... He didn't want her involved. That's why he was like, cool, cut me off. She doesn't know it's to snake out the dad. Wow. Oh, when you say that, it's almost like yours, like I. Yeah, she was. Crazy to think about. Do not open to 15. Oh, she left the video. I was gonna say they mentioned the video letter. Oh. You know what? I can relate to this a lot. Oh. Because maybe 15 was a really big pivotal age for her. That is weird that it was right before she died, though. Yeah, if it had just been at a random time, it'd be like, well, maybe she really did just think they were... Ruby. It's gotta be Ruby, yeah. Well, that's gonna be real weird. It's gonna be real weird on a lot of levels. Super weird. I mean, she probably knew I mean, she knew her as if she can remember back that far, which we know she can. Yeah, that's the only thing is the acting is probably not as strong, although she's been acting a lot lately, hasn't she? She has no idea. That's crazy. Oh, she can? How did Aqua take that? It's her daughter playing her. Oh. Oh, so in other words, if they're asking for a certain actress, then yeah, that's what I thought Frill was. But I'm like, wait, because they have like 2 or 3 friends that they show every once in a while at the school. Yeah, and honestly, like, but at the same time, who wouldn't be interested in knowing, like, wow, it's her own daughter playing her? Like, that would pull me in more. Oh. He probably doesn't want Ruby to be involved in this. That's going to be really hard, like... What does that mean? Oh, and it is. It's a big game. That's nice to run it by her. Oh. Ooh. Oh, crepes are so good. And we're gonna tell you what it was about. Does Frill know that Ruby doesn't know? Oh, you're just in. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. So you're kind of at the top of the food chain, in other words. Wow. If you're trying to be taken seriously as an actor, I could see that. Yeah. Whoa. That's actually a very humble point of view. I actually really respect that. That it's like, yeah, you know, if you're an actor that's worked that hard to get that good, you want to be there because you're the best person for it, not because of name sake, you know, like name attention. Oh. Oh. So we're gonna have like our own little. Oh, we're gonna have an act off. We're gonna have an act off, an audition off. Oh. Oh wow. That's like $2, isn't it? Is that about like $2, I think? Oh, wow. That is kind of scary. The selling rack, the high tax bracket. Well, that's. Oh. 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 We had to sketch it out. Got it. So it's a 3-way act off. So they were considering her. But this isn't awkward, considering they both kind of broke up with him. One is a sister and the other is a girlfriend. Oh, that's rough. That's always rough.
五反田監督の新作の主演候補に私たちが上がってるんですよね。放っておけば白縫さんにオファーが来るでしょ。こんな引っかき回すようなこと。
Well, she's trying to preserve the integrity or quality or something of the. Or is there something else? She's sharp. Honestly, I think she'd be the best one. Although I could definitely see why Ruby is right up there. What's the other 10%? If that's 90%, then what's... Because you would need that in a... Is that fair? Oh God. Ruby, this is gonna be so awful when Ruby's like, oh my God, wait, what? Is Ruby gonna guess? Maybe not. It is Ruby we're talking about. Akane will probably guess. Lying. Ooh. Okay. All right, here we go. Oh, it's like the boy who cried wolf? This is how a liar feels. Oh, wow, sheep. Turn that on quick. Wow. But once you're a liar, though. It was a skit. Okay, so you don't need to make it into a skit like that. All right. I mean, she definitely knows what she's doing. It's presence. Well, she's got like a very intense look. So none of them know. I think what's her name does, Frill. Indeed, Ruby. What does lying mean to you? Oh, this is good. Whoa, we got one shining, one not. One shining and one not. So interesting. Oh my God. Oh, man, you guys. If this was 90% about feeling like she was the best choice or knowing for sure, then like what is the ulterior motive? You know what I'm saying? Because like, when we started off her entry into this story being like, I gotta know how to play the game too, you know, like there's the whole thing is just so, it's all, I mean, acting, it's very, very interesting because acting at its core, you know, you're pretending, you're lying, if you want to put it that way. But the way that the industry works is so much more built on acting than the actual acting is. You know what I mean? It's so much, it's just, I don't know. It's very interesting to me. Boy, if Frill, I think Frill knows what she's doing. I think she would give it her all. I haven't really seen her. That was the first time I've seen her in action. But, like, I think Akane would be great. I'm very curious to see what Ruby does. Because Ruby last season, I don't think would, you know. But Ruby in the midst of all this, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. She might, the thing about Ruby in this instance, okay, is that I feel like the brand of lying that she's doing is so in line with the whole concept of like and it's so all tied to that she might, even if she's not the strongest like actor, she might have what it takes to really bring that to life. And I think maybe that's what the director was thinking. She has that something, you know. It really isn't all just about the best acting skills. Like there is more that goes into it too. There's the look, there's the presence, there's more. Akane, I think, has all of it. I think she's so sharp and she tuned in so hard already to like, she studied again and tapped into that, and she's got the look, and she's just, I don't know. I think she would be really, really good for it. Frill, I honestly don't know. Like, I really don't know. I didn't know we were throwing like a third option in here. But yeah, it's also interesting to take a look at like what, and you can see this all over movies today too, like what goes into casting a movie and everything. There's probably so many, I mean, I know there are so many amazing actors out there that we don't even know about because maybe they're in theater or, you know, they don't have that name recognition. And it's very interesting to see, at least in Japan, you know, I don't know if this is like, if this just goes hand in hand with like how it would be in Hollywood. But I imagine it's probably fairly similar. It's really interesting to see that like, well, you know, we could have this person, but like this person is who the people putting the money down asked for this. So, and of course you have that at war with the creative vision and everything. The thing is like, it's really interesting to me because I think the easy angle to take there is like, oh, well, it's gotta go by creative vision only by creative vision. And I would say the creative vision is very, very, very important. I will put a lot of importance on that as somebody who enjoys watching things. That would be more important to me. But it is kind of interesting that like, yeah, but for something to really hit the way you want it to, for this to change the hearts of people the way you want it to, there is something about, you know, having it distributed so widely and so, you know, there's something about it, like when you see something as a movie, it's like, you know, it went through these channels to get there. You know, it changed a bunch of different hands before getting to you, and there's something about that makes it feel like very legitimate. I don't know, at least to me. I mean, I think that's changing a lot more. And I'm a millennial. I'd be really curious to hear what like a Gen Z thought of this, you know, because you guys, a different generation, I think, has a different experience. Like the big thing going on right now is like people aren't really going to movies anymore, you know, or at least not like they did when I was a kid. And so maybe like the generations ahead of me will be like, no, like YouTube and like independent platforms, way better way to get your. And honestly, like I think it has gone a very significant amount in that direction. Like there are so many projects now that have gained so much traction, even had like crowdfunding and stuff like that to back them, that have become huge, or at least kind of like cult classics in their own little community. Which, you know, like I said, when I was a kid, like you couldn't have taken one of the when I was a kid, the cameras were like, oh my God, I couldn't even lift one. They weighed like 40 pounds. The home cameras, the camcorders, they were so big and cumbersome. And like you could never hope to make something. You could try, like people did it. You know, like kids did it. Kids who love movies did it. But like you could never hope to get that out there as like, you know, and sure, there's always been like independent filmmakers and stuff like that, but even that's a little bit more of was anyway more than just like somebody with it. Like now, I mean, I could just take my camera and filming. I just take my phone and make something out of it. You know, if I had enough intelligence, which I don't, creativity, passion, you know, if I like, it's a lot easier now. That is true. But there is something about like getting something, like you're always going to get more, you know, you won't get a lot of media, you know, on an independent film that was put on the internet, you know, not in the way that you would over something that was released like officially, you know, for something to really make that impact. And I think maybe this is more so in Japan. I don't know exactly how their movie industry is doing because I don't keep up with it as much as I should. I do love, as you know, I do love Japanese content, but I know I've heard a lot about like how Hollywood is, like movies are not bringing in people the way that they used to. And some of that, of course, has to do with 2020 and everything. Like, that was a big, you know, because we couldn't go to the movie theater. And probably after that, I'm sure just maybe never recovered. But yeah, it's just, you know, streaming and everything. You know, you guys, I don't have to sit here and give you a lesson on it. But it is just interesting to hear them kind of like discuss that and be like, so like, I do get it. I get how like the one guy is like, yeah, he's greedy, but he kind of is bringing his own magic to this that is going to make it work. And he does have a pretty important job and a pretty hard job, and he does it pretty well, you know? It's always going to be easier to point to the greedy, the money guy and be like, ugh, you're the villain in this, you know? But like, if we're really looking at it, yeah. So, and honestly, I think the best outcome is when those two types work together. If they can agree. Which, you know, I guess they do enough to have all these movies out. So, oh my God. I thought for sure Ruby was going to find out right then and there what it was. So Ruby has no idea. Really good point made. And I was kind of saying this last time that like, if she knew what he was doing, her whole mission in life now is to get to that point where we smoke out the dad as well. So, but he doesn't want to burden her with that. He has no idea what she's going through for. Like if anyone on this series ever friggin' talked to each other and like just kind of let each other in on like, hey, so I'm doing this, I'm coming from the, but of course, I mean, of course that wouldn't be a drama. But like, my God, if they sat down and talked for 20 minutes, I mean, if they would never tell each other about they probably will eventually. I gotta imagine we're not gonna end the series without them telling each other about the reincarnation thing. Oh, we had the crow person! Crow person randomly showed up! And then they just didn't do anything with it. So I'm wondering if maybe that's like they might not be telling it in a linear way again. That might be something, because last time we had the crow person show up, it was like a Ruby scene, wasn't it? It was something involving Ruby. So, and this time it was Aqua. So, all right, guys. Well, I gotta jump into the next episode. I gotta wrap this up. But wow, yeah, this is getting crazy. It's amazing how we can balance like the absolute bonkers nature of what it is that we're doing here with like, this is how the entertainment industry works. And if you want, it's so mundane, it's so normal, you know, like I know it's not normal to us, but like it's normal for entertainment. Like, well, when you're casting, you do this, this, that. Oh my God, murder. Oh my God, crow spirit. Oh my God, reincarnation. And we're just, and they just balance that so beautifully. It's a delicate balance, but they achieve it. So, all right, guys, that was a really great episode. I can't wait to see what Ruby's going to do. Oh, I'm really, and then after next episode, there's one more very long episode, and that is the finale. And I'm not ready for, I'm not watching that this week. That's next week. But wow, I'm not ready for that. So, all right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Please, oh my Lord, please help. Be sure to join me next time, and we will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.